second story of the week, my friends, is my story. And it's the exciting news that the former director of Warsaw 44, Jan Komasa, has released a film actually just in the last few months of last year, 2019, Corpus Christi, Boże Ciało in Polish, and it has been nominated to the Oscars as Best International Films. This film has actually cleaned up the awards in Poland. I think it's won something like 20 different awards, and it tells the story apparently based on real life events. I did quite a lot of research to try and find out exactly where this is, but apparently it's true. That there's a young man, and this young man is called Daniel in the film, and he's played by a very talented actor called Bartosz Bielenia, I think, if I said his name correctly. And essentially he goes to some sort of youth detention centre as a 19, 20-year-old, and he's released and sent to the other side of the country, where he ends up impersonating a priest. And this begins, essentially, again, we were talking about rabbit holes earlier, this takes him into a bit of a rabbit hole where he continues impersonating this priest and ends up giving masses, and basically before the mass is kind of Googling mass texts to work out what to say to his clergy, because these people believe that this young, talented guy is somehow a priest. Now, I haven't been able to watch the film yet, but I do have a good excuse, which is I've got 2 kids at home, and I've been away travelling to Bydgoszcz and Torun this week. But apparently, it is absolutely fantastic. It's on limited release in Poland. Maybe, guys, we can go and watch it.
That's
if
a great
we
idea.
ever had any free time. Monica, you were also trying to see it, weren't you?
Yes, I think it sounds really interesting. And the reason why he was in the detention center was actually for something really violent. It was like second-degree murder. And yeah.
And whilst he's
taken a dark turn very fast.
Whilst the character is in as a priest, he also goes and lives this kind of fairly debauched life and falls in love, and all the rest of it as well. And it's getting rave reviews. So maybe
very dramatic film, I think. Polish people
this time might be
very good dramatic.
Put it this way, guys. I'll tell you one thing. It's directed by Jan Komasa, and he directed Warsaw 44. And I just want to take a quick rain check. I loved that film. But it doesn't get a great review. You both seen it?
I liked it, but I've heard mixed reviews about it.
Stefan? Without mentioning the war, obviously.
It had the music was very contextual to the time, because there was a lot of dubstep in it, and I wasn't
a
too
little
fond
bit.
of it.
It was
there was a lot of dubstep.
Too much
Do you not remember the dubstep?
Stefan Thompson doesn't like dubstep.
That
is an exclusive. I'm amazed.
Yeah, so them walking through the canals.
It was very dramatic.
And then in the background, you just got this sort of dubstep.
Well, I think it was geared toward a more younger audience, so I think that's why. And there was the whole love story, and
No, the love story was fine. I didn't mind the love story. It's just the dubstep. But it's a good film.
Just that one scene.
Because we're all. I mean, it's a subject you and I talk about a lot, which is about how to present but history, and we're not talking about the era. So I think I'm on good ground.
In general, every part of history.
And I thought Jan Komasa really tried something very, very brave. And the guy's quite young. I think he's born in 1977 or something like that.
No, I think he's younger than that.
Ooh, I don't like that. Makes me feel inferior.
No, I think he's definitely younger than you.
And he's very clearly a talented director. He's gone and done a whole bunch of other films as well. And apparently this young actor, who I've never seen before, is Bartosz Bielenia. Apparently it really is Bielenia, sorry. It really is a bravura performance. I'm kind of hoping maybe I can interview him.
Cool.
So we'll come back and we'll give you a little bit more on this subject. Remember, you can read more about this and see these extraordinarily striking images on the First News website.
What was the last Polish film to be nominated for an Oscar? Was it Katyn by Wajda?
That was nominated for
No,
Best
wasn't it
International
Zimna Wojna?
Oh, it was
Zimna
Zimna
Wojna.
I'm so disappointed it did not win.
It
I was very
It was
disappointed.
I haven't seen it, guys.
I haven't seen it either.
I'm so sorry. I know.
Oh my goodness, I saw it in the cinema with English subtitles, so that was really quite helpful. And there's also multiple languages. There's French in there, some Russian.
Yeah.
So it helps.
I find that mumbling is a massive problem in cinema and the soundtrack. So this is something people complain about, and it's quite hard for me sometimes to understand the Polish that is spoken in the films. For some whatever reason, people don't have this clear diction.
Honestly, I watch films at home with English subtitles anyway.
No way.
I do.
but
but even English films, because sometimes I can't understand what they're saying. Because they're like mumbling.
Especially if they're American.
Yeah, but
the accents.
This whole thing started in America. They started mumbling a lot.
And mumble rappers.
Mumble rappers.
Mumble raps are the worst.
Guys, let us know what your favourite Polish film is, and whether you've watched this film. Let us know what your review of it is, and if you're excited to see more, then as I say, you can check it out on the First News website.